I never thought betrayal would come with a price tag, but for me, it cost $68,000. Money I had worked years to save, money I thought would secure our future, and yet my wife spent it all on another man. It all started one evening when I was going through our joint account. I wasn't snooping, I was just doing what I always do, balancing bills, checking savings. But something was off. A huge chunk of money was missing. $68,000. Gone overnight. My heart nearly stopped. I stared at the screen, refreshing it, thinking maybe it was a bank error. But no, the money was withdrawn. I confronted my wife immediately. She froze, her face pale. For a long moment, she didn't speak. Then she sighed, as if I had caught her in something she couldn't escape. And with a cold calmness, she admitted it. She had given the money to him. Her lover. She said he was struggling, that he needed help, and she couldn't just watch him suffer. She spun it like some kind of charity, as if she had done something noble. But my blood boiled. That money wasn't hers to give. It was ours. No, it was mine. I had been saving it for years, cutting expenses, working extra hours. I had a plan. I wanted us to finally buy a bigger place, maybe start a college fund for the kids we always talked about having. And instead, she handed it to her affair partner like a gift. I couldn't believe it. Not just the cheating, but the betrayal of trust so deep it left me speechless. Who gives away their husband's life savings to a fling? The rage inside me kept building. I pressed her for details. How long? How much more had she given him? Was this the first time or just the largest? Her answers made me sick. This wasn't some new affair. It had been going on for almost a year. And in that time, she had been funneling smaller amounts of money to him, lying to me about house expenses and surprise bills. $68,000 was just the final straw. I felt like my whole life was collapsing. The woman I trusted most, the person I thought was building a future with me, had been secretly financing her boyfriend behind my back. And now, when I looked at her, I didn't see my wife anymore. I saw a stranger. The next days were a blur. I barely slept. Every time I closed my eyes, I saw that number, $68,000. And worse, I saw them together, laughing, spending the money I had sweated for. Maybe he was taking her on vacations with it. Maybe he was buying her gifts with the money I worked for. Finally, I snapped. One evening, I told her to pack her things. She broke down immediately, crying, screaming, begging me not to do this. She fell to the floor, clutching my leg, promising it was a mistake, promising she would make it right. But how do you undo that kind of betrayal? How do you restore what's already been burned to ash? Her crying turned into hysterics. She admitted she never thought I'd find out. She thought she could hide it forever. And then she had the audacity to say she only did it because he made her feel alive. That with me, life had become too safe, too boring. That was the last nail in the coffin. I pulled her hands off me, looked her dead in the eye, and told her it was over. I wasn't going to live with a woman who could throw away our future for the thrill of another man. I wasn't going to share a roof with someone who thought betrayal was worth $68,000. She screamed as I told her to leave. She begged, sobbing uncontrollably, saying she had nowhere else to go. But I didn't care. My trust was gone, and with it, so was my love. I opened the door and told her to get out. And as she walked away, broken and desperate, I felt a strange sense of calm. Yes, I had lost $68,000, but I realized something. Money can always be earned back. Trust, never. So what do you think? Was I too harsh for kicking her out, or was it the only choice after such a massive betrayal? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more real stories like this one.